Welcome back, everybody. This is Cindy at Cindy's Place, and today I'm going to be planting some more vegetables into my greenhouse. And I believe I'm going to start with cabbages today, and we'll see how much that we can get done in here with that. I'm going to be cleaning the greenhouse table by table as I put in the plants. That seems to be more time efficient for me. If I stop and clean the greenhouse the way I want it before I start my plants, it's going to be another couple of weeks. So I thought I'd do both at the same time. A little multitasking here, trying to catch up. The weather has been so bad that it's really put me behind in getting my planting done. So I'm going to do both at the same time. So bear with me, and my greenhouse will be cleaned up as I go along. And I'm going to take you with me. So here's the bin that I'm going to be doing next. Okay, here's the bin that I did yesterday of the Brussels sprouts. And they seem to have, it was a cold night last night, but I did cover them. And they seem to have done quite well. I don't think I lost anybody yet. They're still hanging in there. They're little, but hopefully they'll take off and grow. And as you see the water in the bottom, I am bottom watering all of my plants in the greenhouse here, hopefully to stop fungus and those pesky little gnats that get in here. These are, believe it or not, I reuse everything that I possibly can to save money, because I don't have a lot of money to work with. So this was some old irrigation line that I found laying out in the pasture. So I took it and I cut it into lengths that would fit right down in here. I can do this with one hand. Right down in by the pots. And it makes a little bit of a hoop. And I put 4 of them in here to make a little bit of a hoop to hold up the plastic from on top of the plants. And I did cover the plants last night. I'm going to have to do that for a few more weeks because it is getting really cold at night. But this irrigation tubing is perfect for in the greenhouse because there's not, heavy wind or anything to move them around. So that works out just great. And it keeps my plants a little bit more warmer in the evening. Even though they're in the greenhouse, my greenhouse is not heated. It feels really warm in here right now, but at night it's still getting pretty chilly. So I do cover the plants at night. So those are looking good so far. This ugly bin right here is the next one to get cleaned up, and that is where some cabbages are going. So stay tuned, and I'm going to get that started. Okay, I have cleaned out this bin right next to my little Brussels sprouts there, and that's all cleaned out, swept out, ready to go. And I have my pots, and I have dirt. Again, I'm using last year's dirt, and I mixed it with compost from the dirt that I had composted over the past winter. And there's my little cabbage plants right there that I'm going to be planting. So let me get planting, pot those up, and I'll show you what it looks like after. Okay, mission accomplished. Here is bin number 2. Again, I used the old irrigation tubing, cut it into 4 pieces to make the dome so I can put the netting on it tonight to keep the plants warm. And here's my cabbage all planted. So vegetable number 2 is done. I still have a long ways to go. I still have a lot of plants in the house to bring out, but one thing at a time. And there's my Brussels sprouts, all ready to go for these 2 tables. And the reason that I have, well, several reasons. that I have my pots up on tables. Okay, number one, I have a really bad back, so it's hard for me to get up and down. Number two, and probably this should be number one, is we are in an area that gets lots of rattlesnakes. So in order to see the floor and see where I'm walking, I don't like any surprises. And I can see if there are any snakes on the floor. So I keep the tables up high for those two reasons mainly. And it's really convenient for me to have them up like this. And, you know, like I said, I don't like surprises, so I'm always looking under the tables. If you don't give them someplace cool and shady to hide on the ground, they're less likely to get up in your plants. I'm not saying they won't. He could, you know, a snake could climb up the table and get in the plants, but it's less likely if they're up off of the ground. So those are my reasons for doing that. And I'll take you back inside now, and I'll show you what I'm going to do in there. Okay, now that you've seen what I've done outside, I have 3 empty trays, or I will have 3 empty trays tomorrow. So I can't have that, right? So I got to fill those trays with some more seed starts. So what I'm going to do, and I saw this tomato seed. It's Thornburn's Terracotta, and I had placed an order with Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds, and they sent this as extra seed, which they do sometimes. And I saw this on somebody else's video this morning, but you know what? I don't remember whose video. So I'm going to show you the seed packet. And I've not heard of this seed before, but since it's a free one, it said it was introduced in 1893 by James Thornburn of New York. It's got a honey brown skin, orange pink flesh, and green seed mass. And of course it said it's the best tomato in the world. They all say that. Start indoors 6 to 10 weeks before last frost. So I got to get that started. So this is when I'm going to start. And also, it's a large tomato too. It's a good sandwich tomato. And I'm going to start some red cherry, large fruited cherry tomatoes. And this is an old packet, but this is kind of what they look like. I grew these last year and they were really good. So I'm going to finish the package this year. And this is something new I have not seen before. And I will be planting the whole package because I'm going to sister this with my corn in the same, you know, grow them together. This is Moon and Stars watermelon. I've never heard of this before. It says it's a very unique watermelon variety. It's very sweet, very meaty. And the size, it says one of the perks is the size, but it doesn't say. And vines will yield 3 to 4 watermelons during the growing season. Melons are green with yellow dots in the shape of stars. I gotta see this. And each melon will have a large yellow dot for the moon. Watermelons with stars and moons on them. Somebody has a big imagination where this will be really cool. Huh. Okay. Well, we'll give it a try. See if I can grow them. And like I said, I'm going to sister those with my corn in my corn patch. And the other thing I'm going to plant today All these are I'm going to plant today, by the way. These are cucumbers, and they're Livingston seeds. Okay, hopefully they're still good. These are older seeds, and it's a slicing cucumber, and it's 8 inches in length. So that kind of gives you an idea, but these are seeds that need to be used, so I'm going to try them. Cross fingers, these are older ones. And if not, I'll just plant some more cucumbers. So anyway, that is on my next agenda. I'm going to plant these tonight. And because you can't have empty seed buckets. Not this time of year. You can't have them empty. You got to plant something in them. So I'm going to plant these tonight, and we'll see if they come up, see what happens. And tomorrow I'm going to be taking my cauliflower out to the greenhouse and planting them in a bin like you saw me do with the Brussels sprouts and the cabbage. Almost forgot what I planted. So I'll be doing that tomorrow, and I'm going to be planting carrots, and I'm going to get my corn started out in the greenhouse. I think it's warm enough. I can start the corn in the greenhouse. And put the watermelon and the corn together, see how that works. So I hope one doesn't grow faster than the other. That'd be difficult. So anyway, that's my plan for today. Tomorrow is cauliflower in the greenhouse and whatever else I can get into. So I'll talk to you later, and you have a great night, good morning, good evening, whatever time it is for you. And thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.